When it comes to building a truly impressive back, the debate over training for width versus thickness is never-ending. I remember back in my early bodybuilding days, I kept hearing the same advice. Go wide to get wide, they'd say, but no one ever gave a clear reason why. Today, I'm diving into the science behind back training to find out if there's any real truth to the idea that certain exercises or grip styles actually build back width or thickness better. Are pull-ups really just for width and rows just for thickness? What role does grip position play in all of this? Let's find out. To effectively train your back, it's important to understand the anatomy behind back width and thickness. The appearance of back width is mainly determined by your latissimus dorsi, tendon of the lats development, and your waist size. The wider and fuller your lats are, the more of that desirable V-taper you'll achieve. But you can't ignore thickness if you want a well-balanced look. Thickness in the back comes from the development of the traps, rhomboids, and even the erector spinae. When planning your workout, think about training all these muscles to create depth and width from all angles. Although you can't shrink your waist with exercise alone, you can make your back appear wider by optimizing lat development. This gives the illusion of a smaller waist and a broader back. For years, people believed that using a wide grip on exercises like lat pull-downs would give you wider lats. However, the data tells a different story. Studies comparing different grip widths, wide, narrow, and medium, have shown mixed results. For instance, a 2002 study found that wide grip lat pull-downs led to higher lat activation than narrow grips. However, because different wrist positions were used, the results weren't entirely reliable. A follow-up study in 2010 aimed to improve on this design by keeping the wrist position consistent, revealing that grip width didn't make much difference in lat activation, but overhand grips did. Ultimately, if your goal is to maximize a lat activation for back width, the most consistent findings suggest that a medium grip, around 1.5 times shoulder width, is slightly more effective. This is because it allows for a stronger muscle contraction through the full range of motion, making it easier to overload the muscles. Grip is just one piece of the puzzle. Shoulder mechanics play a crucial role in determining whether you target back width or thickness. When you use a close grip, your shoulder joint performs more shoulder extension, bringing your arms down in front of you. This can still work the lats effectively, but the emphasis shifts. On the other hand, a wider grip emphasizes shoulder reduction, where the arms move out to the side and down, which tends to target the lats in a slightly different way. Since most rowing exercises, like seated rows or dumbbell rows, already emphasize shoulder extension, you can use wider grips for pull-ups or pull-downs to make sure you're targeting the lats through shoulder reduction as well. This variety helps ensure you hit different areas of the muscle, promoting balanced growth. There's a widespread belief that only wide grips build width and only closed grips build thickness, but this couldn't be further from the truth. If we look at EMG studies, which measure muscle activation, we find that lats and traps are heavily engaged regardless of whether you're using a wide or narrow grip. A 2014 study comparing various grip positions for lat pull-downs found no significant difference in muscle activation across the different grips when proper technique was used. This means that using any grip from narrow to wide can be effective, as long as you focus on performing the exercise with full range of motion and good form. It's the execution that matters more than the specific grip. Rows have long been considered the king of back thickness exercises. While that's true, they're not limited to just adding thickness. In fact, rowing can target both width and thickness, depending on how you perform the movement. A study by Lehman et al. Showed that seated rows could outperform lat pull-downs for both lat and trap activation. This suggests that rows aren't just for adding depth to your back. They can also contribute significantly to your width. When doing rows, you can manipulate the grip to favor either width or thickness. For example, using a close grip with a V-bar attachment allows for a focus on shoulder extension, which hits the lats more effectively for width. The row might just be the most versatile back exercise out there, but to optimize it, you need to understand how grip affects muscle recruitment. When you use a close grip and cue to pull your elbows down and in toward your body, you'll target the lats more. Conversely, using a wider grip and focusing on pulling your elbows outwards while squeezing your shoulder blades will place more emphasis on the traps and rhomboids, which are essential for thickness. A great way to get the best of both worlds is to include both close grip and wide grip rows in your training routine. For example, start with a close grip for a few sets, then switch to a wider grip to finish off. To maximize back development, you should incorporate a variety of grips, exercises, and angles. A well-rounded back workout might start with a medium grip pull-up or pull-down for width, followed by a close grip row for width and thickness. Include a wide grip row to focus on the traps and rhomboids, and don't forget about deadlifts or rack pulls to target the entire posterior chain. Aim for 3 or 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps on each exercise, and ensure you're using a weight that challenges you while still allowing for good form. This approach will guarantee balanced back development, giving you that full 3D look. The bottom line is, there isn't a magic grip or exercise that will build back width or thickness exclusively. It's about understanding the role of biomechanics, knowing how to vary your training, and paying attention to the quality of your movement. The idea that only wide grips train width and only close grips train thickness is an oversimplification. With a combination of vertical and horizontal pulls, varied grips, and strategic programming, you'll be well on your way to developing a balanced and powerful looking back. Don't fall into the trap of black and white thinking. Embrace variety, focus on form, and keep challenging yourself. And there you have it. Now you're equipped with the tools you need to train smarter for a back that turns heads in the gym. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on how to optimize your training based on science. And if you're serious about taking your back training to the next level, check out my hypertrophy program at website, available for a limited time discount. See you in the next video.